Welcome back to Tribe Talk Tuesday.
Today's topic is Game of Thrones.
Insert.
Okay, as many of you know, this week is the Season 8 premiere of Game of Thrones, and I am excited and sad at the same time.
Yes. It's the last season, y'all. Last season.
I know. And we're like really big fans, so we decided why not do a video dedicated to Game of Thrones.
How are we gonna start this off?
So, I guess we'll talk about how we got into it.
Yeah. So how'd you get into it?
So when I didn't start watching Game of Thrones when it first came out, because I really wanted to read the books first before I watched the show. So I was like, no, I'm not watching the show yet until I read all the books. Not knowing that the books are very long.
It's a bitch to read.
Yeah, it's a lot to read.
Have you seen the books? They're such a tiny, like, super text.
Yeah, I have, actually, it's right there.
We have the book. Shall we show the book?
This is the first one.
Of course we
it's
love
all
the book.
nasty and dirty because, well,
show those letters.
see?
I don't think you can see them.
You can't see them. But
anyways.
it's very
Ooh. No.
small. Can you see?
I want to see.
Can you see?
I haven't seen. Oh wow.
They're very like small and it's very detailed. For any of you guys who've ever read like the Lord of the Rings books, it's very detailed. Like it's really good book. But I realized as I was reading the first book that it was gonna take me a little bit longer to get, and I really wanted to watch the show. So I ended up watching the show as I was reading the book. And I started the show on season 2? Season 2 or season 3, one of those. And I started it and then I was just like hooked. And yeah,
That's when you started watching.
that's when I started watching it, yeah.
Real question for you. Did you watch it because of bandwagon, or did you actually really want to watch it?
No, I actually really wanted to watch it because I'm a big fan of anything that has to do with like Middle Earthy kind of feel. I'll be a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah.
And it had like the way the once I started reading the first book, I was hooked. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to watch the show. I had seen like trailers and stuff, but not too much. So I knew like somewhat of the premise of the show. Which is why I wanted to read the books first, because when I found out it was like based off books, I was like, oh, I'm curious to see how the books are gonna be. So I read them, and then once I started reading it, I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. Like it seems so interesting. And then that's when I started watching the show. I was like, let me give this show a chance. But that's like, no, I didn't start with the bandwagon because everyone's like, oh my god, you're not watching Game of Thrones. Oh my god, you're not watching Game of Thrones. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna watch it when I want to watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
But now I'm like, oh my god, you haven't watched Game of Thrones?
yeah. Now you're like one of those people.
I'm one of those people, yeah.
I got into Game of Thrones. Actually, yeah, when it first came out, I was not interested with Game of Thrones because I was watching Spartacus, which is so much more like filled with like action. I mean, if you guys seen Spartacus, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just crazy. But you know, we have HBO, so like when I would watch it, I'd see trailers of Game of Thrones, and every trailer like I see, it seems like they just talk so much that like I was like, oh, this is like a boring show. Like, why is everybody, you know, commenting, talking about Game of Thrones? So I didn't want to give it a chance until I finished the entire series of Spartacus, and then I was looking for something to watch, and I knew Ned Stark, the actor, played Boromir in Lord of the Rings.
That was another reason too why I wanted to watch it.
I think that was like, that was like my main reason.
What?
That was like my one reason for watching it. I was like, okay, at least I know this actor, maybe I can give it a chance. It is a pretty slow start. Game of Thrones is a pretty long. I think for people who don't like to watch Game of Thrones, they'll tell you one of their main reasons is because they talk so much.
It's worse than the books.
Yeah, but I got into it, and then I was just looking for a show, and now I'm obsessed.
Okay.
How did you get into it,
How did you
Bert?
get into Game of Thrones?
I actually didn't start watching it till it's on season 8 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So season 7 was already done,
Uh-huh.
and then I started watching.
Wow, so
So
you're
you're
a
a newcomer.
newbie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I only watched it because that was when we were in portfolio,
Uh-huh.
and you know, I was staying up till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Working on portfolio, and I was like,
We
I
went
need
to school
some.
together.
Yes.
Yeah. I need some like. I need something to like entertain me, to stay up and work on projects. And so I was like, all right, Game of Thrones it is.
So you're watching it while working on your work?
Yeah.
Oh girl, how do you multitask?
I binge watched it. I mean, you know, because when you're working, sometimes you want a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
So I would watch. I would like work, listen to it. You know, you put. It's on the TV, and then you put it on your laptop, and you just
watch.
Okay. So after like 7 seasons of it, like 7 seasons has gone by, and you never watched it. What made you want to pick up and watch it? Like, what made you pick that specific show to be the one that you watched while you were doing your work? Like, what interests you about it?
Well, I do like medieval times era things. So that was 1, and then 2. Everyone said it was so good, and I didn't have anything else to watch.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me give it a try. And then I did like it.
Oh, that's nice. All right.
Yeah, so that's how we all got into it. So none of us started it from the beginning, right? Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Which works, because then I didn't have to like wait. Wasn't it like every?
Yeah, you could binge it
every year.
Yeah. This one was this one took 2 years.
Yeah.
This season 8 took 2 years to make.
Yeah.
So for everyone else, it's like, oh my god, I waited 2 years, and I'm just like, I waited a year.
Yeah. So just a warning for those watching this video: if you have not watched Game of Thrones, where have you been? First of all. And if you haven't watched Game of Thrones and aren't planning on watching Game of Thrones, you might not want to watch this video because there's going to be a lot of spoilers.
Yes.
From season 1 until now.
Shame.
So, or if you haven't watched it and you don't care about spoilers, or you don't even plan on watching it, bye, don't watch this video. I'm kidding, don't watch the video.
Hey, maybe they'll start watching the series from watching this podcast.
But yeah, so spoilers ahead, just so you guys know. Favorite characters.
And who is your favorite?
Oh my god, it's
Can we
so
do like a
hard.
top 3? Because there's a lot of characters to fall in love with.
Oh my gosh. I love, like, I know my top 2 for sure is Arya and Daenerys. Those are my top 2 favorite characters because they're both such badass women. I love it. Like Arya from like the beginning was just like, no, I can do what the boys do. Like I wanna learn how to sword fight. I'm gonna learn how to sword fight. And then she just progressively got more and more and more badass. Like she's just so. I love her so much. So she's definitely one of my favorite characters. And then Daenerys. Obviously, I love her. She's another one who's like just such a strong woman, and I think that's what I love about Game of Thrones is that even though in the time period that they're in, they still have very strong female characters. Cersei, Daenerys, like all these female characters are just so like in your face. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna take that throne. I'm gonna kill these bitches. I just love them.
It's a girl's fight.
It's a girl's fight. For real.
So
but
your
in
third?
Such strategic ways. Third. I want to say Jon Snow, but then I really do love Tyrion.
Really?
Yeah, he's so smart. Like people, I feel like some people just underestimate him, and he's just so smart. Like he's advising Daenerys.
Right.
So she knows how smart he is. And he's just so strategic, but because, you know, he doesn't like fight and stuff like that, you know, like Jaime, like he's like strong fighter. No, he uses his mind, which is like so much, I feel like so much more powerful. That's how like Cersei is so good at being bad too, because she's so smart, whether people want to believe it or not. So I think I would say Tyrion.
Listen, don't hate Bull after this.
Yeah, don't
Means
hate me.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite character is Cersei.
One of your favorite characters, Cersei. Well, tell
Cersei,
us.
she's just such a strong character, like right off the bat. I think she's not scared. Like you said, it's like woman power. She's dealing with all of these like kings and like powerful people, and yet like you think she'd do one thing, no, she's gonna do the other thing that you haven't even thought about. Like this bitch will cut your throat if you let your guard down, and I love it. Second one, there's just a lot of favorite characters. But
I know, that's why it's hard.
Daenerys is my second one, only because she's another badass. And what I like about her is that like she's true to herself, because like, you know, people see her as like this hero, but she's not. She knows it. Like she knows she's a hero, but she also knows she has her flaws. She fucking killed people when her advisor tells her not to. But that's because that's what she makes tough decisions, and that's what she wants to do, and that's who she is as a person. And that like even like if it doesn't, like people around her doesn't agree with what she does, she's still gonna do it. She's she knows what she wants.
Yeah.
So that's why Daenerys is on my second list. And then my third one is, which is weird. I don't know why it's weird. I think I was just super captivated by her, Marjorie. She'll be my third. She's another badass. I feel like she's another version of Cersei, but what I like about Marjorie is that she takes it in a very
she likes to see what's best for everyone else, whereas Cersei is more about herself.
Cersei is more about like how is she gonna be higher than everybody else. Marjorie does the same thing, but also like worries about like how she's gonna bring her group of people or loved ones to the top with her. But then I like the fact that she can also go like one-on-one with Cersei, and I think there's some scenes where she got the best of Cersei, and that's why Cersei knew, gotta get this bitch.
We all know
what happened. It was not her choice, okay? She died and it was not in her hands. If she had her choice, Cersei would have not been able to like check with her. That doesn't make sense. Man, it's the fucking priest, y'all.
My top three are, this is a cliche, Jon Snow, Daenerys, and Tyrion.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Well, I love Daenerys because she's such a strong character, but she's like, she just wants everyone to be free. So that's very admirable. The next one's Jon Snow, only because I like that he doesn't care about the throne. He just wants to protect people, and he's more interested in the greater good than like the power, which I think is a great quality. Yeah, everyone, it feels like everyone in the show, almost everyone in the show is more like, I want the throne, I want this, and then it's like, cool, you're gonna get the throne, but then like these Night Walkers are gonna kill you.
That's the thing though, because the only one who really knows is Jon Snow. Not anyone else knew about the White Walkers, so he was like curious to know.
But even before that, I think he just didn't care. He just wanted to live like a good life. And then I like Tyrion because, like Andrew said, he's very smart. He doesn't need to fight. He uses his mind, and he's not like evil. He's not.
He's not like evil.
I guess I like the characters that aren't looking for power. They're just living their life, and he's using his. I guess everyone thinks it's his weakness, but he makes it his strength, and he's such a smart, sarcastic character.
It's hard to pick because there's just so many good characters in Game of Thrones. What are scenes that really like stood out to you guys? What were some of your favorite scenes from season 1 until now season 7? There's a lot. Well, I know for me, like one of like the biggest scenes in the show that really was like, oh crap, like this show is not playing games. Was I think it was the first episode where Bran finds Cersei and Jaime having sex, and Jaime just pushes him out of the window. It's like, oh, the things I do for love. Flop right out the window. And I saw that scene and I was just like, oh wow, they're really going for it in the show. Like I was already reading the first book, and I knew there was a lot of stuff that happened where I was like, oh, how far are they gonna actually push it in the show? But then I saw that and I was like, oh damn, they're playing no games. Like, first of all, you're finding out that twin brothers and sisters are having sex. And then they're like, I'm gonna push this kid out the window and kill him so no one finds out.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty wild. Like, that was like certified shookest. I was shook
Couldn't walk
with that.
anymore.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh. And then like Cersei came into the room to check on him with Catelyn there and like giving her a whole story. Like, I feel so bad for you. Bitch, no you don't.
It's not much of a big scene, but I thought maybe this is where the movie's going. Right off the bat, like the first scene, you see that guy running into the wildling forest because he saw the
beginning.
Yeah, he saw the White Walker, did he? And then like he crossed over to Winterfell. He crossed over Winterfell, and then like they catch him, and then like Ned like beheaded him.
Yeah.
That was crazy. They didn't believe him. They beheaded him, and yeah, I thought that was quite like whoa.
Right. Well, that wasn't too low for me, just because I had like they've done that in other shows, so it was like, yeah, that's wow, that's intense, but it wasn't so crazy for me.
But I think it set the tone when
Yeah.
Ned had to explain to Rob that you have to do certain things because that's the law. Like Ned probably did not want to behead that guy, but because he knows that's the law of the North, he has to and beheaded this guy even though he didn't want to. But I feel like that if you look, now that I'm thinking about it, this entire show is based on like laws and rules, and like people did things even though they didn't want to, but that's how it should be done. So yeah, I think that's what
Ned did a lot of stuff that he didn't want to.
When Ned died, I really thought he was gonna be like a super main character for so many seasons.
Yeah, everyone thought he was gonna be a main character.
And then he just died. And then I hated Joffrey ever since.
Yeah, I was so shocked in that scene because just the way that they made his character, they made him into such a big main character. And it's like, okay, we have him there, he's gonna admit to treason or whatever it was that he did, and then they're gonna just send him off to the wall, you know?
Yeah.
He's just gonna be part of the Night Watch. So I'm like, okay, cool, well, we'll still see his character. He's gonna have still some major role.
Yeah.
And then when Joffrey was like, oh, you know, I don't listen to the heart of women or something like that, or I forgot what it was that he said. And he was like, they have to, you know, execute him. And I was like, no. I was like, no. They're not going to execute him. I was like, no way, someone's gonna stop him. I was like, Arya's about to run to the stage and be like, no, not my dad. You know, like some shit's gonna go down. Like, no, there's no way Ned can die. And then all of a sudden you see the whoosh, whoosh, and then the birds.
Yo, that shit went so fast. I was like, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? It was just like boom, 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 like connect the dots. Too late. Before you can even find out what the fuck is going on, it already happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly like what happened. I was still trying to connect the dot, like how the fuck he got there, and it's like boom, you're dead.
She just got real.
And he didn't even want to leave the North. His friend Baratheon, like I said, the whole rule shit. He was like, no, you're gonna be my hand. It's the rule. You're gonna have to go with me to King's Landing, even if you don't want to. I rule you.
He didn't want to. He just wanted to be with his family. Like, I wanted to cry. I may have cried. Actually,
I was definitely shocked because I mean, like I said, my reason for watching Game of Thrones is knowing that actor Boromir is in here. So
Sean
Bean. Sean Bean. What?
Sean Bean is his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, him.
Boromir.
Boromir. So I was like, yay, I know somebody, and now like he's beheaded. I was like, okay, what the fuck? What now?
I know. I was like, who is the main character now? And it was like from then on, it's like that's how you knew you cannot get attached to characters in Game of Thrones because
it's a whole new ball
they're
game.
all gonna die. Like I got attached to Rob. After Ned, I loved Rob, and then we all know what happened. The Red Wedding. Ooh, bitch.
Yeah.
That broke my heart. Wild. You know, like it was funny because when I saw that episode, I was simultaneously reading in the book, so I hadn't gotten to it. So I didn't know everything that happened yet, but it was already like spoiled for me because somebody else had told me about it before I even watched the show. So I already knew the Red Wedding was coming, but it was still like I was still very shook.
Yeah, I was super
when I
shocked.
watched it, like, cause Catelyn knew, like she knew there was something going on.
Yeah.
She's like, there's something does not feel right. Like, you could tell like all over her face that there's just something wrong. And there was, man.
Yeah.
There was.
I think when I was watching that episode, I was binge watching it. So by the time I got to that episode, I was slightly tired. So I wasn't expecting something so big. And then when it happened, I was like, what? It just like passed me. Like, what the actual shit? I was like rooting for like Arya. She's finally gonna meet her family. And then she saw.
They killed the direwolf.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think that was like one of the scenes that I didn't like. Like they went to the cages and like started shooting it with arrows. Is that what happened? I'm trying to like not remember the scene.
But did you guys feel like Catelyn's pain? Like the part where they kill when they kill a Rob and she just screams. That she just does that big scream and then she like kills his wife. Frey was his name. Frey.
Yeah. House of whatever. Frey.
The House of Frey. Whatever his
king
name is. Whatever.
Not important.
Right. But she like screams because her heart is just like, wow, I just saw my son die in front of me.
Yeah.
After she was telling him to like run, and it was so sad. Like I got like chills watching that scene.
Yeah. I feel like no one talks about this part with the Red Wedding. Rob's wife, she was fucking pregnant and they stabbed her in the belly.
Like, huh. I was like,
what?
That was brutal.
Shook.
It was
They
brutal.
was like, whoosh. I was like, what the fuck?
But then it's like at the end of the day, I was just so mad at Rob because I understand he fell in love with this woman, and you know he believed in true love, and he was willing to risk breaking a promise and not understanding what could happen, what the consequences of that were going to be. And Catelyn knew the consequences of that. That's why she was so upset when he said he wasn't going to marry his daughter. So I feel like it just wasn't a smart move on his part. Like that wasn't like when you said John, how like he follows his heart. That's the weakness. I feel like with the Starks.
Yeah.
They just follow their hearts and they feel so hard that they don't think logically. Even though Catelyn, she knew like you do not break those kinds of promises without there being exactly. Technically she's not a Stark, yeah. But it was just like oh my god.
Yeah.
That was so sad.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the biggest scenes that like really shook the world, man. It shook the world. The Red Wedding.
It's like you hear Red Wedding. You already know.
You already know.
Red Wedding.
But that was sad. But you know what? A death that made me very, very happy. Where I was in front of the screen, I was like, yes, bitch, yes. Joffrey's death.
Oh my god.
I was so happy when he died.
I wish it was worse.
Oh my god.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you want him to die?
Make it a little more painful.
Oh god.
That shit looked painful. His
shit looks
eyes were bloodshot red. He had
you can
his
see the
veins.
poison in his veins.
He turned white.
He bled in his
he
eyes,
bled in his
right?
eyes, his nose, and then he had like the foam, like the saliva, like that whole scene. Oh, I was so happy when he died. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because he just deserved what he had coming for him. Like he deserved that shit. So that definitely was like a win. I was like, yes, bitch. Like I wasn't even shook. I was just like, yes, that was a win. Because that asshole needed to go. He needed to go.
So I feel like the two really evil people are Joffrey and Ramsay. But a lot of people love to hate Ramsay. Why do you think that is? And why do people like hate Joffrey, but
now we have like an extra, a next level villain after Joffrey.
yeah, but
So
people
I think
like him sometimes.
What I think people liked about Ramsay was his
Humor.
yes, his humor, very sadistic humor. I think that's what people liked. He still had some sort of personality, which as Joffrey just seemed like this really spoiled
brat
kid.
Yeah.
He was a brat.
Yeah.
He was using whores as like target for his bows. Can we like, whores?
Yeah, Ramsay, right?
No,
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
Remember he has this like nice ass fucking bow, and he would just like shoot people.
He would
with
have like
it.
the prostitutes.
Yeah,
like, come in and
prostitutes just
shoot
come in
people
and shoot them.
He would just shoot the arrows, and they would just be like
I remember.
As a
in
target.
his room.
That was
Well, because I remember Ramsay had like
the hounds.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no. But that was another one too that I was so happy when he died. When Sansa like just brought all of the hounds and just like let them loose in there. Oh, that was so satisfying. I know that's horrible,
I
but
know.
it was so. I was
It's
bitch.
funny how you said like that's horrible because I feel like that's not enough for me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I want
No, yeah, it could've
I
been
want
worse.
Sansa to kill him by her hand.
Yeah.
I want her to go inside that gate, slit his throat, let it bled, and then close the gate and then send the hounds.
Right.
No, I wanted whatever he did to
Theon?
Theon,
Mm-hmm.
but like I want Sansa to do it
Yeah.
to him. Like,
But I guess in a way for Sansa, it was a way of her still not getting her hands
Yeah,
dirty.
she's a queen.
Like,
Can't
she's-
her hand dirty.
She went through a lot, and I feel like she grew. She like reminds me of Catelyn.
Yeah.
Like she was very strategic.
I hate
Like,
that
she
people.
can't get her hands dirty, but she's smart.
I hate that people overlook Sansa. I hate it.
Well, to be fair, in the beginning, Sansa was a little annoying. Can I talk about how one of my favorite scenes, like one of my most favorite scenes, where I was just like, oh my god, yes, bitch, was the scene where Daenerys goes into the fire.
Mm.
Oh my god, that scene was so beautiful. Like she just goes into the fire, and the fire sets, and like she's full blown naked, and then with these 3 little dragons, and it's like no one's even like focused on her like naked, like sexualizing her. Everyone is just like, yes, she is Khaleesi. Like Jorah's like, oh, I'm gonna bow down to you. Like, and all these men, you just see all these men bowing down to this strong woman.
she's a badass.
Like,
She's a badass.
oh my
Certified
god,
badass.
certified badass for sure. Like that scene right there was just like, yes, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you guys remember?
She's got everyone eating out of the palm of her hand.
Yeah. Do you guys remember that scene when she sold her dragons to these masters, right? She sold Drogon, and then she like controlled the Unsullied, and then she didn't even let the people know that she knew how to speak Valyrian. So like
Oh
the
my God,
masters
she
were
just
so
came up-
shook.
Yeah, and he was like talking hella shit.
Yeah, he was talking hella shit about her, and then she like
came out and she's like,
she came out,
bitch.
I know how to control these Unsullied, and then like she was like, dragons are not pets or something like that, and then she was like,
Oh, and then
Dracarys,
Dracarys.
oh bitch.
That was.
And her psychic bitch was just looking at her like, yes, that's my queen, yes, I chose the right one.
So
she
good.
is such a badass. I think that's what's great about Daenerys is that like she's both strategic and she's also like very like, she knows what she wants. She can get really physical. Like she'll fucking kill you if you know if that's what she needs to do.
Ugh,
You know
yeah.
who's so underrated? The worm guy.
Grey one?
Yeah, Grey Worm.
Why?
I don't think
know.
he's that underrated. I feel like he's a really big key part of Daenerys' Unsullied army. Like without him, that army is like.
I mean,
He's
like,
such a good leader.
like fan base, I guess.
Oh.
Not
What
like in the show.
Well, yeah, because he's not one of like the bigger
I know.
characters.
Such a sweet character, though.
Grey Worm, yeah, he doesn't have maybe that big of a fan base. Let us know, are you a Grey Worm fan? I am. I love him. I think he's so sweet. Gendry is another very underrated character.
That's how you know it's underrated.
Gendry is such an underrated character, and I feel like, well, first, like in the beginning, yes, he helped Arya so much in the beginning. you know, like helped her like practice and helped her like escape. He did so much for that girl.
Oh, the No Name Man.
No.
No.
The people who don't know who Gendry is, who's Gendry?
Gendry.
Or Gendry. Gendry is Robert Baratheon's son.
Well, we find out he's Robert Baratheon's son last season.
He's the blacksmith in
He makes
King's
this
Landing. He's the one with Melisandre. Is it Melisandre? Melisandre.
She kidnapped him.
She kidnapped him and she put those leeches into his body.
And that's why Arya has Melisandre on the list, because she kidnapped Gendry. And then for Gendry to escape, Davos helped him escape and put him on the boat and let him leave. And then he comes back last season and he finds out that Robert Baratheon was his son.
Yeah, he's also.
his dad.
Yeah. What are saddest moments of Game of Thrones for you?
Oh, bitch. I have a couple. Well, the first, I think, is when Khal Drogo died.
Really? I don't think I was too sad for that.
I was sad. I really, really liked Khal Drogo. In the beginning, it was very, like, weird because, yes, Daenerys was sold to him. Like, you know, she was pretty much, like, trafficked because of her brother. But they grew to, like, they actually fell in love. Like, she actually really fell for him. And then it's just like the way he died, because he was just a strong man who just like, he would just like kill you with his bare hands. And the way he died, he was pretty much, what's the word? He was paralyzed.
Right,
that
he got
witch,
poisoned,
that
right?
stupid witch.
No, but he got
poisoned.
He got poisoned in battle.
He got poisoned in battle, and he just couldn't move. That's why she killed him. So she put the pillow over his head and like suffocated him because she didn't want him to suffer anymore.
Yeah.
And it was just like so sad. And then when she's like crying and she's like holding his hand, she's like the moon and my stars, and it's like, oh my god.
Which honestly, I think it also makes it sad because it's like you can tell Daenerys doesn't know where to move forward if he's gone. She's only alive. The people love her because of him.
And she lost her baby, so she's like she lost so.
But that's what makes her such a badass, to control the people you know that doesn't really respect you, doesn't connect with you. She's like a total foreign for them. She learned the language, connected with them, and now she's ruling over them. Yeah. That's fucking badass. Yeah. What is your one? Like, what would you say the ultimate sad scene for you? Because there's a lot, and let's address the number one sad scene.
I think it's a mix of when they killed Shireen. What's his name? Saddest Baratheon's daughter. I cried watching. Like, I literally cried watching that scene. Because in my mind, I'm just like, how could you, as a parent, sacrifice your daughter like that and kill her like that in such a brutal way?
All these people.
And I think what pissed me off was that afterwards, her mom was like crying, like, oh my god, no. But you let it happen.
Yeah, let me just kill myself too, because that will make me feel better.
You let it happen. And then when like later on, when Davos comes and he finds out and he just sees like the ashes there, that broke my heart, because they had such like a
father and daughter as much as a daughter to Saddest.
She taught him to read. You know, like, it's like that. That broke me. I was like, I could not believe that they actually did that. I was like, wow, they did that. They killed this girl.
Yeah.
Like that. It was just wild to me. So that was one that really, really like broke my heart. And then the scene where they killed Jon Snow.
Really?
Because that was just like one of like the biggest, I feel like, betrayals, was that they just all came, like Ali came, said, oh my god, your Uncle Benjen is alive, come, and you know, Jon trusted this kid because he mentored him, and like he like ran okay, and then all of a sudden, bam, stab. Bam, stab.
I feel like if I didn't know that he was gonna come back to life, that probably would have been a really
well,
bad
we didn't
scene.
know. When I saw it, I did not know if he was gonna
right, but I knew.
Back.
So I think to me that's why that scene just didn't.
Had an impact.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, what was it that they said? They said while they were stabbing him. Oh, they were like they said for the watch, and it was like stab. And I think the worst part was when Ali comes and just stabs. You can see the betrayal in Jon's face. Like that, like I was like, oh my god, I can't believe these assholes did that.
Yeah.
But they got what was coming for them afterwards. So.
They did. So, how about you, Mr. Sam?
Sad. Hodor.
Oh my gosh, Hodor!
Totally forgot about Hodor.
Hodor!
Yeah, Hodor.
That was
Gosh.
really sad.
All he did was protect Bronn, and then he died in the end. Poor Hodor.
That was really sad.
And then and they were showing like the past and the present and how like he became Hodor
Mm-hmm.
and how like it connected.
Right.
My biggest, saddest moment in Game of Thrones.
Oh, I already know what it is.
Do you?
Is it Marjorie?
No.
Oh, it's not?
Had nothing to do.
I thought it would been Marjorie's death.
Had nothing to do with a human being dying.
I want to guess. I want to guess. Well, you said now you.
Oh, I already said
Yeah.
it. Didn't you?
Dragon.
Like, yes. When the dragon died, the Tyrion died.
He's not super dead.
Right, he's now.
Yeah, but like
Nice.
I felt it so much because it's like Daenerys came in there to like rescue them, and she always felt like she was invincible, and these dragons felt like they were invincible, like nothing was gonna harm them. And you see the Night King like preparing to like that spear, which I swear to God, I know everybody thought it was gonna be aimed for the dragon. I thought he was aiming for Jon Snow. I just didn't see it coming for the dragon.
The Night King.
You
is
saw
smart.
him.
No,
You
this-
saw him looking at the dragon.
He's
But then they
smart.
also,
he
like-
knew.
They brought the camera to like Jon Snow too, so
No,
I was a little
no.
bit confused.
He knew by killing that dragon, he could bring that dragon back to life and use it for himself.
Yeah.
He knew. It was premeditated, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, he was not fucking around.
Yeah, and then you see the spear like hit the dragon. You see him like fucking landing, and then the other two brother dragons couldn't do anything to save their brother. And then you see Daenerys' face. My
Right.
child just fucking died. And like I can't do anything. I can't show emotion right now. I need to focus. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was...
That was like so sad.
Can we just talk about one more scene
Okay,
real
what?
quick that just really like touched my soul? It was just so sad. Was when Ingrid died. That was so sad. And that was another one, Ollie. Oh, freaking Ollie.
Yeah.
Like freaking threw the arrow, and then
Which Jon Snow showed him how to like aim the arrows. He basically trained.
he trained him to kill her,
Yeah.
pretty much. And she's like, I wish I could go back to that cave. And he's like, I want to take you back to that cave. She's like, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Who do you ship more?
Dead.
Jon Snow Ingrid or Jon Snow Daenerys?
They're
So,
yeah.
well, technically they don't know that they're
They don't
a
know
nephew.
They still
But
don't.
Technically, they don't know it.
they don't
so-
know. I don't know.
But I'm like, who you gonna ship?
I really did love Jon Snow and Ingrid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really did like
They
them.
complement each other so well.
Yeah, because she was so like. I feel like Daenerys is just too much, like she's just.
Her priority is
She really
somewhere
is.
else.
Yeah.
Her priority is somewhere else.
Her priorities are somewhere else, yeah.
Mm.
For sure.
I mean, same thing for him too, but
Yeah, I feel like Jon Snow is like he doesn't want to be in any throne or part of
No,
any
he doesn't.
kingdom. He
He
just
doesn't.
wants to live a simple life, and Ingrid is
he
like
just wants to defeat these freaking White
yeah,
Walkers.
Ingrid is like the badass female character that they'll go hunting together and
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
poke
Yeah,
fun
but
of
that
him,
was-
but
it was
still
so
loves
sad.
him.
They'll find other caves.
But it was really sad.
You can tell everybody loved Ingrid because it's like she died in season what, 3, 4? I don't remember.
I don't remember what season.
And
it was.
people still like remember her. Like
I
crazy.
remember.
She's a
I
strong.
remember.
For the short amount of time that she was in
She was very
there,
strong,
she
yeah.
was a strong character. She was one of the guys.
Yeah, she didn't take no bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of the women in in Game of Thrones take no bullshit.
No, they don't.
Oh, like that grandma. I love that grandma.
Oh, Olenna.
Marjorie's grandma.
Oh yeah.
Bitch.
Bad bitch.
Tell Cersei it was me. I want her to know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, she drank the poison before.
Oh, yeah.
She was mad smart. She's like, I'm gonna kill myself first and take this poison that's not gonna cause me any pain, and then I'm gonna admit that I killed your son.
Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
Yeah.
Oh, what a G. Certified G, bitch.
Certified.
Like, badass.
Savage.
Savage.
Stamped her in the forehead.
Oh my god, that scene, I was just like,
I love her.
Shook.
I'd have to say she'd probably be on my list if we had like a longer list of characters
Yeah.
we love.
it was, yeah,
She
it was
was
wild.
She would always make fun of Cersei every time they're
Oh,
talking.
she did not give up.
Oh, but she did it in such like a
fuck.
sarcastic,
Yeah.
dry sense of humor way.
There's
I
just
love
so
her.
many good scenes
There's
in
just
Game
so
of
many.
Thrones and character growth in Game of Thrones.
Amazing.
Amazing. The way that they, like, you could hate a character 1 second and then fall in love with them. Like, that's how I was with Jaime.
Jaime.
I hated him in the beginning. And then, like, now I just grew to love him. Like, he completely changed as a person. And then his relationship with Brienne, that was just so great.
Yeah.
Or even the Hound. I hated the Hound and now I love him.
Yeah.
There's just so much good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, let's talk about what's going to happen this
Season 8!
last
Ooh.
season. What is our
Everyone's gonna die.
what do you want to happen
What do we think
and,
is gonna happen?
and what do you think is going to happen? How do
So-
you think the show is gonna end?
I don't know who's gonna end up on that throne. I would love to see Daenerys
Mm-hmm.
on the throne,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see Jon Snow being on the throne or even wanting to be on the throne because he's even said it himself. Like, I could see him just running Winterfell, but I don't see him as the king
Mm-hmm.
on that throne. It's just so hard. I know for sure Cersei's gonna die.
They have to kill her.
That bitch is gonna die. And I do feel like Jaime is going to be the one to kill her. But it was funny because I was telling Bull, because I got sucked into watching all these theory videos. And I've always had the theory that Jaime was gonna kill Cersei just because of the prophecy that she got from the witch and how she predicted that all 3 of her children were gonna die, and that happened. And then she predicted how she was gonna be murdered by the hand of her younger brother, which she always thought it was Tyrion, which is why she hated him so much, besides the point that, you know, their mother died to give birth to him. But people forget that Jaime is still younger than Cersei, because Cersei was born before Jaime. So I feel like it would just be such like poetic justice for Jaime to kill Cersei. But then there's a theory where now that Arya has owned her powers to wear other faces, that maybe Jaime will die. Arya could possibly wear Jaime's face, since Cersei is part of Arya's list, her kill list, and Arya would be the one to kill Cersei, which would be so cool.
So savage, so boss ass bitch.
Ooh, bitch. So yeah, so Cersei for sure is gonna die. I don't want Arya to die, but I feel like Arya may die. But if she does die, I hope she gets all of her kills before she dies.
I think that Daenerys is gonna sit on the Iron Throne only because that's always been like her number one reason goal starting from season 1.
And she deserves it.
She deserves it. She worked so hard for that Iron Throne. She went through so much for that Iron Throne, and that's her purpose that drove her to get back to Westeros and to sit on the Iron Throne. So I think she's gonna sit on the Iron Throne. What I think is gonna happen is that Jon Snow is gonna die and sacrifice himself for Daenerys.
Oh my god, yeah, I was thinking
Because
the same thing.
he already died once and he was brought back to defeat the Night King. But after that, I feel like he'll die protecting Daenerys because he doesn't want any throne. So I don't think he's gonna sit on the Iron Throne, and he's not gonna sit in to be the King of the North
You think
because
Sansa's
Sansa
gonna
is
be-
gonna sit as the Queen of the North. They also built her character
to be very
to be so strong, and she always wanted to go to King's Landing. She wants to be everywhere else except for Winterfell, and now she has found herself. She's such a strong woman. Now she's
Yeah.
gonna be the head of
I can
Winterfell.
see that happening.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that happening.
And I hope
Yeah.
Arya doesn't die. Arya's gonna be like her right in command to rule Winterfell.
Part of the army, right?
Yeah.
That would be like full circle.
Because it's gonna be kind of like Catherine and Ned.
Yeah, like I don't want Arya to die. I feel like there's still so much her character can do. It's just we already know there's gonna be so many character deaths.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
like the not so well known characters are probably gonna die. Like Gendry, maybe Grey Worm might die.
You know, also, I feel like Jon Snow is going to die because I feel like Daenerys is gonna be pregnant and she's gonna have a baby,
Oh, yeah,
and
she's
it's gonna
fully
be
pregnant.
and she's gonna have a boy, which will remind her of
No,
Jon
stop!
Snow.
Wait! Can we talk about Sam?
Oh,
Do we think
Sam.
he's gonna die?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna die, and I really
Sam's
don't
gonna
want
die.
him to die because he's such an amazing character.
My
But-
theory is that everyone's gonna die.
You think everybody's gonna die?
Well, no. Daenerys is gonna get throne.
Mm-hmm.
Jon Snow is gonna sacrifice himself because
Mhm.
he's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's nice.
I just think that's his purpose. I think he's gonna willingly to sacrifice himself
He just has that.
Save.
to save everybody else.
Yeah.
Jaime's gonna die.
Yeah.
Cersei's gonna die. She's gonna kill Jaime, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Tyrion's gonna die.
I think Tyrion's gonna sit as the hand
Yeah.
for Daenerys.
I think
Mhm,
so.
I think so too. I can see that happening.
Mhm.
What about Davos? You think Davos is gonna die?
Yeah.
I love him so much.
He's gonna
such a
die.
cute
Elva's
man.
gonna die. I think a lot of people are just gonna die.
Jorah's gonna
gonna
die.
die.
He's gonna sacrifice himself for Daenerys.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
But that's not gonna be the ultimate sacrifice because it's Jon Snow's ultimate
I
sacrifice.
know,
for
but
her.
still thinking of seeing like Jorah sacrifice himself for Daenerys, knowing how much he loves her. It just
Jorah. He's so sweet.
He cured himself to be around her. Can we not? Can we like remember that?
He's
I'm gonna cry thinking about it.
he's just like a strong character, but in like a under wraps kind of way. Like he's strong for the people he needs to be strong for. He's not strong with Daenerys that she wants
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
wants to.
She has a purpose.
Yeah, she has a purpose. It's like his purpose is whatever he thinks is good.
Yeah, or whatever's gonna serve Daenerys better. That's his purpose.
I have a question. What do you think is going to happen to Viserion?
I was gonna say that. Like, can we talk about the dragons?
Because I've heard theories that Melisandre is gonna bring him back to life. You know, technically he's dead, but you know now he's like an ice dragon or whatever, and that they're gonna use Melisandre to kind of bring him back. But then I think it's gonna be a battle between Drogon and Viserion, how it was like with Khal Drogo and Viserys.
Okay. But going back to that theory, why would Melisandre bring back?
Because Melisandre was able to bring back Jon Snow,
So they're gonna kill
maybe
Viserion first, and then
maybe
bring
they
him back.
feel like Melisandre could have the power to control Viserion to not like go against them, you know, 'cause she's a witch.
Yeah.
I don't know if that theory is
Yeah.
gonna actually be, but I do feel like Drogon and Viserion are
Fighting
gonna
it
battle
out.
it out in the sky, where everyone else is battling out on
Can
the
we
ground.
not forget about Rhaegar?
Wait,
I
Jon
think it's Rhaegar.
Yeah.
Jon Snow is fire and ice, right?
Yeah.
Well, but then he might die. I don't know. I feel like Viserion is gonna stay an ice dragon, but he's still gonna be part of the posse.
But you think he's gonna die?
I think he's gonna die.
Viserion?
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Yeah.
No,
but
like die,
They're gonna
die.
have to kill him.
Oh, I don't know. He might still stay an ice dragon.
That's too much of a risk.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Fire and
Not
ice.
for everyone else. They're like, oh shit, we're dead.
Yeah, because I think once you kill the Witch King, the Witch King.
This is not Lord of the Rings, damn it!
Once you kill the Night King, I think everything that he governs will die.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Yes,
Because he's the
yes.
one who brought them back to life. So if he dies, everybody else will die. So technically, Viserys already dead, so he can't live as an ice dragon if the Night King is already dead.
So who did?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Theory I'd like to happen.
That's true. It would be nice to have a
It would be,
an ice
yeah,
dragon.
if they control
But girl, who gonna ride it?
the Night King. If the Night King
Jon
wins
Snow's
the
gonna
battle-
die.
Maybe he'll live.
Oh, now he'll live.
I'll be Jon Snow's pet.
But who do you think is gonna kill the Night King?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. I think they're gonna have a one-on-one battle.
No. Wait. Maybe.
I've heard theories. I haven't really like looked into the theories, but I've also heard theories that people think Jaime might be the one to kill the Night King.
Really? That's
I want to look more into those theories.
That's a big.
But there's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he was a Kingslayer.
True.
But I was Google. Now I'm gonna look up why theories because I didn't do my research. But when I was looking into theories, I was reading a lot of people saying they think Jaime is gonna be the one to kill the Night King. I just never got a chance to look into why they think that. But I do think I want it to be Jon Snow because I feel like it makes sense.
How do you think he's gonna die?
Or maybe the Night King will Jon Snow will protect Daenerys from the Night King, and then Daenerys is gonna get mad, and she's gonna kill the Night King.
Well, I think Bran knows how to kill him, the Night King, because he's a three-eyed raven. He sees all. I think he knows what the Night King's weakness is, and I feel like he's going to tell Jon or something. He's going to tell somebody, and that's good. Unless, like, Bran like hones his powers and is able to control, like, go into like Night King's like mind and control him, and maybe Bran would be the one to like start. I don't know.
I have a theory. Night King fighting Jon Snow one-on-one, and then Jon Snow sacrificed himself so that Sam could kill the Night King. Because they put up a poster with Sam sitting on that Iron Throne. They're gonna give him big part.
What a turn of events!
Yeah, and he's the only one who knows how to kill too because he killed one before.
He killed the White Walker.
So Jon Snow's gonna sacrifice himself so that Sam can have a clear shot on the Night the Night King.
Can you imagine?
Imagine
you
Sam on
believe?
the throne.
That would be...
He's not gonna sit on the throne, but he's gonna be good enough of a name to sit on his father's throne.
That would be so nice. Because his father never thought that he had like it in him.
And then he's gonna bring his wifey, I forgot what her name is, and now she's gonna feel privileged that like she has a purpose that we're like.
Oh my god! No, because I thought you were gonna say that Jon was gonna sacrifice himself and die, like the Night King was gonna kill him, and then the Night King was like, yes, I defeated him, we're good. And then Daenerys is gonna come in and then kill the Night King.
Yeah. I think he might sacrifice himself to that same, because I don't think Daenerys will know how to defeat the Night King. I don't know.
Bran tells them.
Right. But I feel like Sam knows, he's been studying this.
He does.
He's been studying this.
Read your books, guys.
He's been studying this.
He's been studying it hard.
He's ready to kill the Night King. They're gonna give him
God,
that.
I never.
The most likely person.
The most unlikely, yeah.
Unlikely person is going to kill the Night King and save Westeros.
That would be actually. I'm all about that.
That's a hero. That's a hero story right there.
Yeah.
Finally, a Sam. As a hero.
Hey.
In reference to Lord of the Rings, if you guys did not get that.
Sams are always the heroes.
And that,
Sams are underrated.
he was not given a credit for that.
Oh my god.
But I think that would be a good one.
one.
That would be a good one. I still think Jon Snow's gonna die, but that would be a good one.
Jon Snow is definitely
He's
gonna
gonna
die.
die. he was brought back to life for a purpose. He's not
To
gonna
kill the
The
Night
ones that
King.
are definitely gonna die are Jon Snow, Cersei, and Jaime.
Yeah,
Definitely gonna
definitely.
die.
I think the three of them's gonna die. But I know we're getting a little too long on this one, but I want to know what would Arya and Sansa's purpose in fighting with the wildlings. Like, I feel like their story is more revolving with King's Landing, Iron Throne purpose path of the story.
Arya never had the purpose of sitting on the throne.
No, but I mean, like, what's her character's play going to be with the wildlings? I mean, with the White Walkers, because I feel like her purpose is for going after Cersei kind of story.
Well, I feel like right now everyone's main focus is defeating these White Walkers, because if they are pretty much, they're going after all of Westeros.
Yeah.
So this is affecting everybody. So they're gonna make this their purpose.
Yeah.
And I feel like Arya, now having the powers that she has and learning about, what's his face? Oh my god, I just went blank. What was his name? The one who trained her.
A man has no name.
Yeah, a man who has no name. Whatever his name is. I don't remember what his actual
Yeah, I
name
don't
is.
know. A man has no name.
No, but he has a name. Like
And he has no name.
he has no name. But all the stuff that she learned, I feel like that's really, really gonna help in battling the White Walkers, and just even her skills in general, fighting, and now like she has those skills, and I feel like she's gonna be very, very beneficial.
Yeah.
Sansa, I think, is gonna be more in the background.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be.
Yeah, because she's more of a strategic.
She's very strategic.
character,
yeah,
so
like with like Tyrion.
She really can't use that against them.
I think what's gonna happen is, Jon Snow's gonna be like a Ned Stark. He's gonna die. Sansa's gonna be like a Catelyn, yeah.
Who's still dead?
Who's still that, but not
Well,
this time.
she's gonna die. And then Arya's gonna be, I think she's gonna almost turn into a Brienne.
Yeah, she's gonna be like a Ned.
Yeah, she's
I think she's gonna die.
Would she sacrifice herself for Jaime?
She would.
Yeah.
She would sacrifice herself for Jaime. She would sacrifice herself for Arya. She would sacrifice herself for Sansa. Because she promised Catelyn that she was going to protect Sansa and Arya. So she would sacrifice herself for either one of those.
And she goes on her word.
Right. But you know who would sacrifice themselves for Brienne?
The little boy, what's it called? Spire?
The wildling?
No, her little helper.
Helper.
Oh, you Patrick?
Patrick. Patrick. Don't know how
But that's not what I was talking about.
The Hound? No.
Well, the Hound could
Hound.
sacrifice himself
They
for
have-
Brienne
they
because
have
they
a
have like a
little-
love-hate relationship. But I'm talking about the wildling who has like this big crush on her. And he's like, oh my god, he would totally sacrifice himself.
Yeah,
for
he
her.
would.
He would.
He's always
Or
giving her
maybe
those hard
a
eyes.
turn of events, Brienne sacrifices herself for him.
I don't think so.
Nah,
She's not about it. She's not about that.
No.
Wow.
She's warming up to him now.
The Hound could probably sacrifice himself for Arya because I feel like he grew to like really, really.
That could be like a reason for Arya not to go after to complete her list.
But first, there has to be the fight between the Hound and the Mountain.
Yes,
They're
I
brothers,
think that's gonna happen.
and they have this.
I want to see his face.
It's probably very
The Mountain.
ugly.
Which is also like, not a lot of people are talking about this necromancer. How much of an impact does he have for this last season?
Yeah.
He can bring people back to life too with
Yeah.
his necromancer shit.
What if?
What is Cersei's A game? Like, why is she so confident that she like, I'm gonna stay in King's Landing. What's my shit?
Wait, hold on. What if, right, Jaime dies or something, right? And this guy brings Jaime back to life. He has a chance of going one-on-one with the Night King.
I think that's too big of a story for
Well,
Jaime.
there has to be a reason why they're making this
Necromancer.
necromancer such
Another
a
reason
big.
is the necromancer. It seems like he takes a while to bring him back to life.
Yeah, but he seems like they've been building up his character as like
Yeah,
an
Cersei's been
ultimate
very
weapon.
focused
She's so focused on
on him.
giving him all the time he needs to get this shit. And I'm pretty sure Cersei will not be confident enough if she knew there was nothing big that this necromancer can do for her.
Right.
Because so far he's the one who saved her from all this
Maybe
shit.
he could do something else besides bring people back.
Yeah, I'm like wondering. I don't know what's up.
Unless the whole main focus was just for the mountain.
Yeah, to bring the mountain, maybe. I don't know.
But I think we're putting too much thought into
Yeah.
it. But yeah, that's gonna be a big one too. The Hound and the Mountain.
That's gonna be a big one.
Mm-hmm. That is gonna be a big one. But
we can go forever
we can go
on this.
on and on
big
and on. But we are so excited for this season, but yet very, very sad because it's coming to an end.
And everyone's gonna die. Everyone.
And it's just gonna pull on your heartstrings.
Yeah.
But anyway, let us know what you're excited about for this season.
Who's your favorite character?
Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen in season 8? What are your theories?
Yeah.
Who's gonna die and who's gonna take the throne?
But we're gonna be watching.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the Night King just takes the throne?
Oh my god.
I mean, he had a picture with
That was his whole purpose. He wanted the throne.
Technically, we still don't know what's his purpose. Except for killing everybody in Westeros, but what is his purpose?
That's for the prequel that they're gonna be making.
Shit, I forgot about that. Yeah.
They're gonna tell his story.
Will they?
I think so. They're gonna focus on how he ended up becoming the.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah. I mean, because they go into his story a little bit, but anyway, we're not gonna.
I'm ready for all these 1 hour and more episodes.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this battle. It's gonna be like the biggest battle. They said it's bigger than any like movie battle.
Yeah. I feel like the whole April is just gonna be all Game of Thrones talk. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. We really enjoyed this topic right here. We're very passionate. We want to hear from y'all. Let us know, y'all.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Woo!
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't let your guard down. You can't let your guard down. See you guys. This scared me. Oh my god. I was shook. Certified shook it.
Savage.
Savage. Oh my god. I just died. No. Did you see my reaction? I was like, what the fuck? Oh my god.